Moving on to I-4, discussion of Chemeketa Community College proposed bond, brought to us by Commissioner King.
Folks at Chemeketa came last week and asked for an endorsement, and we didn't talk about it much and thought that maybe we should have a quick discussion about it. I don't know where you guys stand. Make sure that we were respectful of some of our partners and see where you guys were at. So I know a few of them are here if we had any questions, but
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. You want to kick us off, or?
I don't have much more than that. I mean, I'm a big fan of CTE and being not a student that didn't go to college, and wish that that was more of an option when I was a kid. So the fact that a lot of it goes towards that and that it's not a new tax, I think or a new bond was very appealing to me. This is just something that is reoccurring, almost like a taxing district, but something that's just there. So I'm inclined to support it, but didn't know where you guys stand. So
Sure. This is,
So we would need a motion and then discussion.
oh, sorry. I would move approval.
we have a motion. Any further discussion?
Yes. I am also a fan of the programs at Chemeketa. I think they're very valuable for our community. I know that we have a partnership for our childcare program, which we've been anxiously watching and appreciative of everything that Chemeketa does. I do want to say that I will not be voting in favor of this for a number of reasons. This is not in any way to disparage the college, the work, the programs, but what I will say that to endorse something as a board, I think for me is a step too far when we are being asked to endorse a tax, an additional tax. And when I say additional tax, because Chemeketa brings in $4.6 million of tax money from Yamhill County residents and an additional $1.8 million. So you've got a total of $6.4 million. I think of people all over the county opening up their property tax bill and looking at all of the bonds, all of the education tax dollars that are added on to their basic property tax, and the county gets what, 17% of a property tax bill, and the rest goes to the taxing districts. I'm comparing that to Newburgh, which is $7.5 million, CPRD $5.5 million, and I thank our assessor and tax collector Derek Wharf for these numbers. So when I look at the $6.4 million that is already currently being collected for Chemeketa, not that any of this is not worthwhile, and what you've outlined in terms of security upgrades and campus maintenance, it's all defensible. But I can't sit here as a commissioner and endorse a taxing district continuing an additional, and it is, while it's a bond, it does add almost $2 million to what we are collecting. So it is an ongoing addition to the tax. We always tend to vote for these things because it's only a few dollars or a few cents per dollar. And yet it does add up when you look at your property tax bill. Sometimes it's a shock to the system. So I just want to be careful in my role as a commissioner that I would not be endorsing constituents and putting an imprimatur or stamp of approval on an ongoing tax. But I do appreciate the work that is done there. And I think that with what you do with CTE, more than ever, it's valuable. And we're seeing it's the great antidote to high cost 4-year degrees, and it's what we need in this county, but it can't endorse this. So that's where I'm coming down.
Thank you.
Would it be inappropriate to have them say anything about that if they wanted to, or it's up to you, Chair?
I don't know what
I've
we
heard,
haven't
I've heard the presentation going clear back to last time
Sure.
when it was presented. To me, this is something personal that it comes down to, and I definitely will be having a conversation with them as we get closer to the deadlines for maybe the voters pamphlet statement. And I guess as a question, just for timing purposes, and maybe they're going to know that, what are our deadlines? And so if somebody wanted to just kind of come up real quick and address that. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm Jessica Howard, the president of Chemeketa. 2 weeks running here, very exciting. I would say appreciate, of course, your consideration. The deadline for the endorsements is Monday. So this requires, completing the SEL 400 form. So we are on a bit of a time crunch.
Okay, so even more reason that I probably will vote with Commissioner Starrett on this, but I will definitely be in touch with you guys and we'll see if we can get something figured out, even if it's on just a personal level.
I think,
So
Yeah.
we have a motion. No further discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed?
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion fails. That's the
Thank you.
first one that's
Thank you for your
failed.
consideration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will be in touch.